Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we will take up the mechanism of symbiotic nitrogen fixation. As we have seen that nitrogen fixation first takes place by two methods, that is physical nitrogen fixation and biological nitrogen fixation. And then we have seen biological nitrogen fixation also takes place by two methods, that is free living nitrogen fixation and symbiotic nitrogen fixation. Today we will take up the mechanism of symbiotic nitrogen fixation. Symbiotic nitrogen fixation, as we know, is brought about by some bacteria like Rhizobia and Frankia. It takes place in specialized structures called nodules, and it takes place by the formation of special structures called nodules. These nodule formation involves a sequence of multiple interactions between rhizobium and roots of host plants. And this nodule formation, it is actually the result of a sequence of multiple interactions between rhizobium bacteria and between the roots of these host plants. Now the principal stages in the nodule formation are summarized as under. Our first step is migration of bacteria towards the roots of host plant. Because we know these bacteria, that is Rhizobia, they live in the soil. They are soil living these microbes. This first thing happens that these bacteria, they are attracted towards the roots of these plants due to the formation of some chemicals called nodulins by the host root. This step we call as migration of bacteria towards the roots of host plants. And this migration, that is movement of these bacteria Rhizobia towards the roots of these host plants, that is leguminous plants, it is mediated by chemicals. And the roots of these plants, they secrete some chemicals which we call as nodulins. These nodulins attract these bacteria towards them. When these bacteria, they reach to the roots, second step takes place, that is called infection process. Rhizobia multiply and colonize the surroundings of the roots. And what happens to the rhizobia? They multiply, they divide and redivide and colonize the surroundings of the roots and get attached to the epidermal and root hair cells. And they multiply and colonize the surroundings of the roots and also get attached to the epidermal and root cells. These rhizobia attached to the root hair cells releases node factors. When it comes nearer to the roots due to the formation of nodulins, it activates these nodulins, these chemicals activates the formation of some node factors in these rhizobia. These rhizobia, when they attach to the root hairs, they release node factors. These node factors cause abnormal curling of the root hair cells and also epidermal cells, and these rhizobia become enclosed in the small compartments formed by the curling of the epidermal and the root hair cells. And when these root hair cells, they curve due to these node factors, they form small compartments, and these rhizobia, they get invaded into these compartments. Then the third step and the most important step of this nitrogen fixation takes place, that is formation of infection thread or nodule formation. An infection thread is produced carrying the bacteria. An infection thread is produced carrying the bacteria into the cortex of the root, where they initiate the nodule formation in the cortex of the roots. Any the further, what happens, these bacteria, they enter into the cortex of the roots, where the nodule formation starts, where the nodule formation is initiated. How? We will see. When infection thread reaches inner cortical cells and releases the bacteria into the cytoplasm and stimulates some cells to divide, forming nodule primordia. And these bacterial cells which have entered into the thread, they have a curl, they have become an infectious thread. This reaches to the cortical cells and releases the bacteria into the cytoplasm and stimulates some cells to divide, forming nodule primordia. These nodule primordia further divide, forming a nodule having vascular supply of root xylem. Each enlarged non-motile bacterium is called bacteroid. And these bacteria, they multiply in this thread, and each enlarged non-motile bacterium is called bacteroid. These bacteroids usually occur in the form of groups surrounded by a membrane called peribacterioid membrane. Now, outside this peribacterioid membrane in the cytoplasm is a pink colored oxygen carrier pigment called leg hemoglobin. The host plant produces globin portion and rhizobia produce heme portion of this pigment, that is leg hemoglobin. Its function is to provide limited oxygen supply to the bacteria for respiration, as high oxygen concentration inactivates nitrogen fixing enzyme, that is nitrogenase. These inner cortical cells, they form root nodules. And these inner cortical cells, with the multiplication of these bacteria inside the cortical cells of the roots, they get converted into special outgrowths, nodule like structures, which are pink due to the presence of this leg hemoglobin. With this nodule formation has taken place and nodules are formed, and these inner cortical cells get converted into root nodules. These nodules contain all the enzymes. These nodules contain all the enzymes, necessary biochemical components, such as the enzyme nitrogenase and leg hemoglobin. And they contain all the necessary biochemical components like an enzyme nitrogenase and leg hemoglobin, that is the pigment. This enzyme, that is nitrogenase, is a molybdenum iron protein and catalyzes the conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia, which is the first stable product of nitrogen fixation. And it is this nodule which contains all the biochemical components which are necessary for nitrogen fixation, for example, enzyme nitrogenase and leg hemoglobin. And enzyme nitrogenase is a molybdenum iron protein which catalyzes the conversion of atmospheric nitrogen to ammonia. And leg hemoglobin has the property to provide oxygen supply, limited oxygen supply to bacteria for respiration. And this limited supply, it is very essential for this enzyme, for the function, for the activation this enzyme, that is nitrogenase. This is for today. today we will tomorrow inshallah we will take up other aspect of this nitrogen fixation. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.